Hello and welcome to Selah, taking time out each weekday to pause, catch our breath, draw near to God and refresh our spirits. I'm Elizabeth and today we're back doing some musical musings. It's been a while. I want to talk about my favourite hymn, Be Thou My Vision. It's a tune that we probably all know and that some of us love. I fall into that category. I love this song and I want to explore it with you today.
For when I stop and breathe in your presence, I find that you are the answer. You're all I need. And even when I don't understand, I know I am safe in your hands. Just breathe.
Discovering the origins of hymns can be really interesting. Be Thou My Vision seems to have a bit of an obscure background, but this is what I found if you're interested in the history, like me. The melody we all recognise comes from an old Irish tune that was written by an unknown composer to honour St Patrick. Now, if you don't know his story, when Patrick was 16, he was kidnapped by Irish raiders and taken from England to Ireland, where he worked as a shepherd for 6 years. During that time, he became a Christian and managed to escape back home, where he became a priest, later returning to Ireland as a missionary. During his later years in Ireland, one Easter Sunday, he defied the decree of the king to observe a Druid festival by climbing up Slane Hill, the tallest hill around, and lighting a fire to let everyone know that only God's light was the true light and could shine in the darkness. The melody, we know, was originally called Slane, named for the hill. The lyrics are believed to have been written years later by a 6th century Irish poet, Dallan Fogail, who composed them as a poem to also honour St Patrick. Over the years, both the melody and the poem were forgotten, until 1905, almost 1500 years later, when Mary Byrne, a university student, discovered the poem and translated it into English, forming the lyrics that we're familiar with. In 1912, an Irish woman called Eleanor Hull took Mary's translation and set it to music, to the tune of Slane, and thus Be Thou My Vision was born. It appeared in its first hymnal in 1919 and has become a much-loved hymn by many, including me. I think this is such an amazing story. Not only is it interesting, but I think it reflects on how we see God work through history and in our lives. An ancient tune and poem, written long ago and long forgotten, resurrected and made into something beautiful, something old made into something new. I'm also struck by how the composers of both the melody and the lyrics would never know the profound impact that their offerings would have to so many people across the world over so many years. It's a good reminder in how we must steward the things that are inside us, how they must come out, and what a beautiful thing it is to express our creativity because God made us just like him, the ultimate creator. We may never know or understand the impact of what we do, and that's a humbling thing, but we can never underestimate the lasting effect and legacy of what we do with our lives. Okay, so probably the majority of us won't write a poem or a tune that billions of people throughout time will know. But the challenge is still, will we bring what we have? Will we be brave to put it out there? The other thing that strikes me is how easy it is to forget the power of old hymns. I love listening to music, and there are so many creative and wonderful songs being put out there left, right and centre. But there's something about hymns that stand the test of time. Something about their simple melodies that are easy to pick up. Something about their words that contain so much richness and beauty and truth of the gospel of Jesus that take us 3 minutes to sing on a Sunday morning, but stay like earworms in our heads for days, months, and years after. In the past, a lot of people couldn't read, and so hymns were used as a way to get the gospel out there. They contain truth that penetrate our hearts and that we can keep coming back to year after year. We might not remember all the words to the Gospel of John, but it sure is easy to remember the lyrics to a catchy melody. So, why have I specifically chosen Be Thou My Vision? Like I said earlier, it's my absolute favourite hymn and probably one of my favourite songs. Melodically, I think it's beautiful. There's something really pure to me about the lilts, the rises and the falls. I think it reflects our walk with Jesus. It also makes me feel hope. Maybe because it's an Irish tune, it makes me think of rolling green countryside and God's creation. And that reminds me of how big and powerful God is, and that no matter what circumstances I'm standing in at that moment, that God is sovereign, above it all, and He is the one that I can cling to and who I know loves me. Lyrically, the words are incredibly powerful. I've sung this song at my most vulnerable and broken, and I've sung it when I've been celebrating the good things in my life and felt full of joy. Whether I'm at my highest or lowest point, these lyrics can always be true for me. It tells me that God is always with me, that all I have need of is found in Him. It tells me of my identity in Him, that I am His and He is mine. It gives voice to my heart's desire that He be first in my heart and first in my life. It reminds me that the ultimate victory has been won by Jesus and that the way, the truth and the life is found in Him. When I sing this song, I feel like I'm holding on to the lyrics as truth. And no matter how strong or weak my grasp is, that God sees that I'm holding on and takes my hands in His. My favourite line of the whole hymn comes right at the end. Heart of my own heart, whatever befall, still be my vision, O ruler of all. I love repeating that bit over and over again. Whatever happens in life, whatever may befall me, whatever good or bad has been behind or lies ahead, that He is the one who stands in front of me and beside me, that my heart's cry is still for Him, and that He's the one that I can cling to in the knowledge that He'll never let go. Wherever you're at today, as we listen to this song, I pray that you would know the hope of Jesus in your life.
Be thou my vision, O Lord of my heart. Lord, be all else to me save that thou art. Thou my best Lord, by day or by night. Waking or sleeping, thy presence my life. Be thou my wisdom, and thou my true word. I ever with thee, and thou with me, Lord. Thou my bright Father, I thy true Son. Thou in me dwelling, and I with thee one. Riches